Well, hello, Aquarius. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel. If you are new, hello, I am Yasmin. If you have not already, please like and subscribe. Aquarius, we're going to go ahead and get started with your reading. We're going to see what's going to come out here for you. This is for Aquarius. Let's see. I'm going to start with some astrological cards. This is a different deck that I have here. You guys are coming out with sextile in 8th house. Anytime you see sextile, it's usually, well, for the most part, it's a very harmonious planetary alignment. And this is what it says. It gives you opportunities. It opens doors. You can collaborate with people at this time. Helpful abilities or people to come in and help you. But one of the words, which is easy flow, that is exactly what a sextile pretty much is. But this is what you're going to be experiencing, Aquarius. And I think we talked about this yesterday with the 8th house. You had a lot of endings. And I remember that. And you had Scorpio everywhere. And isn't it interesting? Because now with a completely different deck, you guys have the 8th house again. And this is what it's saying, endings, bringing beginnings, right? The 8th house also deals with sex and the occult and mysteries, which is what I talked about yesterday. It is the intensity of things, obsession, or your preoccupation with something. The underworld, secrets, and shadows. Whew, this is deep, okay? Now, you do also have 3rd quarter at the bottom of the deck, which talks about forgiveness, reflection, and contemplation. And it makes sense if you're going through an 8th house energy, if something has ended, if we're talking about starting something new, whether it's a job or a relationship or whatever. Right? Finding out things because of secrets could put you in a very contemplative state, right? So we see what's here. We see the, and some adjustments need to be done. That's basically what this is saying. I do feel like you guys are really into your work and career. I feel like you are in your purpose, or you're trying to figure out what your purpose is, okay? I see a new beginning here. And I know that for some of you, there has been some hardships with that 8th house. But I'm going to look at that on the bright side. I feel like there's about to be an easy flow coming into your life. I feel like there's promises, there's developments, like it said, things developing in your life. But we're going to get into the tarot to see what that means. Now, however these cards fall is the way I'm going to take it. So if it's in reverse, it's in reverse. If it's upright, it's upright. We're going to go ahead and get into it. Let's see how this comes out. This is for Aquarius. Aquarius, you had the Fool card in the reverse. So prior, I will say, there were some opportunities, or there could have been new beginnings in the past. One thing you see about the Fool card in reverse, it is not taking risk on new love, not opening yourself up to new opportunities in the past. And, I feel like there was a lack of direction that a lot of you were experiencing. Maybe you didn't know, what you should do as far as your relationship. You didn't know what you should do as far as your career. And so the Fool card, it talks about poor judgment. And even though you've experienced, and this is part of what we were talking about, forgiveness and contemplation and reflective with that 3rd quarter, forgiveness of yourself because of the poor judgment or poor choices that you've had dealing with people. And it's so interesting because we all do it, right? And naivety. Because, the Fool card is always considered the person falling off the ledge, right? You take a leap of faith, and this is not one of those things that where you guys took a leap of faith and it ended up great for you. I feel like a lot of you open up yourself to other people, or you put yourself in positions where now you're like, oh my God, I can't believe that happened. And you're recovering from that. Some of you are still recovering from poor mistakes, poor choices. But there is definitely a new beginning. Fool card still talks about a new beginning, but it's just saying what you've experienced in the past. Now, let's go ahead. Let's keep going. This is for Aquarius. Let's see what comes out here for you, Aquarius. You guys had the Seven of Swords in the reverse. You're being truthful with yourself. I love this so much because see, before you were not. If that was in the upright, it would be like, oh gosh, like, or have you learned anything, Aquarius? No. Seven of Swords in the reverse is saying that you have, right? But this is what it's saying. There are some secrets here, okay? The Seven of Swords is talking about deception and lies. I don't care if it's upright or reverse. This is weird how they got this. This is why I only go off of, I don't really read the cards too much. It kind of helps me out a little bit, expanding my vocabulary, but that's pretty much about it. I just feel like with you, you are feeling this need to forgive yourself about what you have avoided, or what you were trying not to see, you know, and it could have been just like before you knew this was a good opportunity to start a business and you did not. You had other people that was like, oh, Aquarius, this is such a good time. You should do it. Or you shouldn't be hanging out with this person. You should be dealing with these people. You should not be doing it. And you just completely ignored everybody. And what did you do? You fell down and you bumped your head. Now you're re-entering the world with bruises on you, so to speak, right? So this is what it's basically saying. And you feel kind of exhausted, a little burnt out with the whole idea that you have to start over again, or with the fact that, you know, you're 30 something or 40 something, 50 something, and you're having to start over if a relationship didn't work out, or if you found out some secrets. You are exhausted with the idea, with the fact that now you have to start over, but you will. Okay? And some of you have been holding things in too. Again, I really do feel, we see the 8th house, which talks about secrets. I feel like somebody is coming out with saying who they are. Maybe it is coming out as far as your sexuality, but it could also be just saying, I need to tell you something. It could be you or somebody, but I do see a lot of secrets in this reading. It is everywhere. Let's see what else is here for Aquarius. Let's see. You guys have the Two of Swords in reverse. You're not making a decision. We just talked about it. You want to know the reason why that's there? Because you've made decisions before, like we said before, and it was poor decisions. You were dealing with people who were making poor decisions, right? Or you were dealing with people who, you know, in their mind, they were all of that in a bag of chips. And when they really needed to face some music, you saw them for who they were. And then, you know, they were faced with who they really are, right? What did you ask this person to do that they are unable to do? Your family member. Can they help you? You know, are you still waiting for some money that is owed to you? You know, there is a deadlock here with not just only decisions, but also progression, so to speak. And sometimes it is because of you needing to act and you're not acting. There's very much so a sense of uncertainty here with this Two of Swords in reverse. If it was in the upright, it's you are needing to, it's like you're in the stage of knowing that you have to make a choice, but the Two of Swords is saying it's time to take action. It is time for you to make a decision to end something or to start something. You have to move forward. And I do feel like, you know, for some of you, you feel like, and it could be fast too, meaning that like a lot of you have been procrastinating and now it's like, you're going to have to make it quick. You're going to have to make it fast. You're not going to be able to ponder and think. You're not going to be able to, you know, a lot of you are like, it has to be perfect. I just don't see that happening right now. There is something that you need to do. There's going to be you got to make a decision. You're going to face it head on, dead on. You're going to have to, and it could have something to do with your working career or a relationship. There's just no other way to put it. Okay. Let's see what else is coming out here for Aquarius. Now you have the Nine of Swords in reverse, which is really good. You're releasing fear. Whatever anxiety that you guys are having, it looks like that'll be over with. You know, and see, that's just why I love like the 8th house, like endings doesn't always have to be bad things. This is what I was saying before. It could be about what bad you've been experiencing. You've been experiencing some things where you have not been able to have peace. You've accepted the lessons. You are accepting lessons, and you're distancing yourself from people and things that have caused a lot of chaos in your life. And I see peace and tranquility on its way. It may not be here yet, but I see it. I see it happening here for you. Yeah, oh, 6 of Cups. Okay, you're gonna let bygones be bygones. Past is the past, so you can focus on pleasures and focus on what's important to you. Some of you did make hasty decisions, I'm telling you. You were, and it seemed like somebody rubbed off on you. There were people, friends, lovers, people who made bad judgment calls. They rubbed off on you, and you're Aquarius. You don't do what they do. You can't afford it. You cannot make bad decisions. Can you? Yes, but for you, when you make bad decisions, it's like harsh. Like they make bad decisions, it doesn't look so bad. But for you, man, when you make bad decisions, it can cost you a lot. And I'm not laughing in that way. I'm saying because your Lord is Saturn, you know? Five of Wands, and the drama will, yeah, I love it. I love the drama will leave. Peace, Five of Wands. Peace is the first word that I saw. Peace and harmony, I told you. There is a new beginning coming, period. And you're going to focus on your creativity, focus on recreating your life. That is what you're going to be focusing on. Let me see. Let me make sure this is straight. Oh, you guys couldn't really see the cards. From my perspective, well, of course, I can see everything, but it's just the way that the camera is kind of set up. Oh, this is so good. Oh, this is so good. You're really fighting for your peace. You're really not fighting anybody, but you're fighting for your peace, and you're going to get it. There's resources here. I see desires. I do see sex. New love interest, new job opportunities. Again, sextile is helping you out when it says that a more easier flow in life is coming in. But some of you still have to fight your way through something. I don't think that all of you are out of it yet, but you will. You will. Some of you are picking up new skills, going back to school, that type of stuff. And a lot of the anxiety that you're facing is going to be over with. I mean, at least the major ones is what I'm saying. So this is what I have for you here, Aquarius. Thank you guys so much for coming back to my channel. And again, if you guys are new, please like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I will see you guys back here again soon. Bye, Aquarius.